Okay, hi, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our simulation this afternoon. So we will be having our MYP and DP e-assessment simulation. We will be practicing how are we going to do the online test, say the e-assessment for MYP and DP students. So as you can see here on my screen, so I use the um, green screen for the background for the instructions. I'll be sending these instructions also to everyone who will be invigilating. So as you can see here, there is for an invigilator. I'll just spotlight this. Okay, so this is for the invigilator and thing. And yep, okay. For the, I'll just have a brief rundown of the guidelines for taking online exam. If you have any questions, you can also comment or feedback on the guidelines I set for the online exam. Okay, I'm gonna unmute everyone. So if you have any questions, you can butt in. Okay, so for students will be using devices to take the online exam. So students will be needing two devices. One device for taking the exam, preferably laptop or desktop, and the other device will be for video capture. It could be external webcam or phone. What will be the setup of the students or of our students? The setup of our students should look like this. Okay, so as you can see here, the phone is here at my back, and the screen of the computer of the laptop should be seen. So this is the setup that we will be telling our students to do during the exam. Now, this morning, some of the teachers, the DP teachers and the MYP teachers, we created a video training for the students. Okay, so I'll edit it, and then hopefully by the end of this day, I can send it to everyone, so you can send it to your students and also to your moments. Okay, and yeah, everything about academic integrity and also everything about academic integrity and like the setup, what are the guidelines that they need to follow during the exam are there. Okay, now there is also a infographic that I created so that we will be sending it to the students. I edited some, and I'll be sending the final one this after later tonight. Okay, so students should follow the date and time schedule. Time is set using China Standard Time. So I know that you have the schedules already. So teacher Ma'am Denise and also teacher Raymond already sent it to us. So students should be online at least 15 minutes before the exam schedule. So if your schedule is 10 o'clock, so 9:45, the students should be online already so that we can all the setup will be everything will be set up before they take the exam. So students should also check their schedule, and as much as possible, if they can make a timetable of their schedules and also the Zoom codes. So teacher Denise and teacher Raymond for the exam. So can I will be putting grade 6, 7, 8, and ESL together. So one Zoom code, and then grade 9, 10, 11, and 12, one Zoom code. Okay. All right. Okay. So that will be the 6, 7, 8 ESL for one, and then 9, 10, 11, 12 for one. Now, students will be using Edmodo or Schoology to take the exam. So you have to tell your students, for example, it's science exam today. So for example, teacher Denise for grade 10 is using Schoology. So they need to open their Schoology for under teacher Denise, their class for the Schoology. Or if they're taking the Edmodo, so they have to open Edmodo. So that 15 minutes, that is the setting up okay, for the students. So they have to log in, and then just tell your students to refresh if the exam is not yet there, okay, or if it's not yet posted. And exam questions will be delivered through Edmodo or Schoology. Or I think the exam.net, okay, teacher Denise also sent that. So if
It's
you're
very
using
good.
that, just
It's very good. It's very good.
okay.
You can,
Yes.
monitoring is not a problem because they cannot open any other websites. And any
Mm-hmm.
movement of the student is reported by exam.net.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
you don't have to upload any, you don't have to put the questions one by one. You just have to type. You just have to, the usual exam that you are doing, you
Mm-hmm.
just have to upload it, and then it will automatically will be given an answer sheet. So, and then if you want to stop the exam, you can just press it. Now, if you caught a student cheating and you don't want him to finish, you can just click and get the
Okay.
exam.
Okay.
So
So yeah.
it's
So those.
secured. That's why I'm using it. So that it would
Oh,
be less problem to the proctor as well. Because I've noticed I've been working on Schoology many times, and
true.
the bandwidth is a problem. Even in the
Yeah.
US, it's the problem. See, if you know Ricky Kuku from Sobel, he is also having a problem with that because it's too much. A lot of people are
Mhm.
using Schoology. So I found exam.net better.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're using exam.net or Edmodo or Schoology,
Yes. By the
I
way, no logging in for exam.net. No logging in.
okay.
You just give them the code and that's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you can use exam.net or Edmodo or Schoology anyway. And also, like what we've discussed yesterday during the meeting with Teacher Raymond, make sure that you have an alternative. Um, like if you can send it through
Yeah.
the WeChat also, so that yeah, in case there will be problem. And um, also, if there will be any problems, okay, let the student message the invigilator, or the invigilator is the advisor, or the yeah, your subject teacher. So tell your students to discuss it with your subject teacher, so that they will be given, because like what we've discussed yesterday, let's not be too strict with the students. So just let them finish the exam, or refresh and finish the exam, and then let them you can have like what a retake test. So it's a discussion between the subject teacher and you, right? Yeah, teacher Raymond, can you have like what we've discussed yesterday regarding that? Yeah.
Okay, so what will happen is that we have one platform. It could be Schoology, Edmodo, or Exam.net. And then we have an alternative, which is WeChat. So just in case students cannot have access to any of the primary platform that we have, we can send the examination question through WeChat so that they could still have access to the examination. And then of
Okay.
one problem is that what about if there is, for example, technical difficulty or something that happened? Our solution there is to let the student continue the examination, and then after the examination, we ask that student to personally talk to the subject teacher and explain what happened, and then it will be internal arrangement with the subject teacher, whether the subject teacher will mark it or will give an alternative assessment, or whatever. It will be micromanaged between the student and the subject teacher in case there is a technical difficulty that would occur in the middle of the exam.
Okay.
Another problem that came up: what if there are students that cannot go on during the live examination? What if they're absent? They're not there during the live examination. So our solution is that if ever that happens, we tell that student to contact the subject teacher directly, and that student and the subject teacher will think about ways on how to go about that, whether there will be an alternative assessment or whatever are the other remedies. It would be a dialogue between that student and the subject teacher.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Teacher Raymond. Yeah. So that will be our the strategies and the ways that we will be managing those problems once there are some technical difficulties or problems that arise during the exam. Okay. Now, okay. So students will be using Zoom for web viewing. So students should open their Zoom using his or her phone or webcam. So again, there will be two devices. So that your students will be using two devices. And the setup, again, it should be like this. Okay. So at the back, so the device is set up at the back, and then the student is answering here. Now, again, we made a video to let the students and the parents also to be aware of how the exam will be done, and also we discussed there the importance of academic integrity, because so students, because technically students can just answer what Edmodo and Schoology on their own, but what we wanted here in MXIS or MYP and DP is of course to still maintain academic integrity all throughout their exam. Okay. Yes.
Do you have the video, Teacher Mitchel?
Yes, we took a video this morning, and then I will be editing it this afternoon after the meeting, and then I'll be sending it probably tonight or early tomorrow. Okay, so we have the infographics and the video also.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so that you can send it to your students.
Can you share it to the group chat of the teachers also?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Also the background. So this one for this background, I'll send the image of this. If there are some that you want them to add also, just let me know, so that like all of the invigilators or the teachers can have this on their as their background, so that you don't need to keep telling and reminding them. Okay. So so now let's move on to the procedures during the exam. So this one, okay, so this or 9 o'clock probably, okay, we can meet, all the teachers can meet here. This is the main session room. Okay, so this is the main session. Teachers will be going in here, and then I will be putting you to the breakout rooms, which are the testing rooms. Okay, so this main session room, this is where students and teachers and students will be going in. So once you're in here, I will be transferring you to the breakout rooms or the testing room. So I will be assigning you teacher Denise will be for grade 12, just for now for practice, and then teacher Alan will be for grade 10, and then teacher Raymond will be for grade 11. Okay, and then once I assign you, you will receive a prompt to join the breakout room. So you just click there, yes, and then you can go to the breakout room. Now, if in case you have a problem, okay, with a student, what I suggest, because if you message in the breakout room, we will not see it outside. Okay, for example, I'm in the main session room, I will not see your message. Only your students or only those who are in that room can see the message. So I suggest our WeChat group will be our main contact point. Like, if, for example, in grade 12, teacher Denise is invigilating, let's say, geography test, and then teacher Raymond is in grade 11. So I can just, you can message in the group chat, I will see it there, and then I can transfer teacher Raymond to teacher Denise's room so that they can discuss it. I can transfer you. Just let me know if you're having problems with your students or you need a teacher there. Okay. So I also suggest if there can be like 2 teachers per room, it will be good. Like for example, if the Chinese teachers are available also, or some teachers. By the way, because I asked teacher Josh if he can do the grade 9 or if he can invigilate the grade 9, so that I can see everything here. So while managing everything. And then, yeah, so what will happen is students will be going to a main room, which they will meet the supervisor, and then students need to properly identify themselves, and then I will tell them to turn on their video and their audio as well. And also to rename their names. It's in the infographic, the final infographics. I mentioned there that they should rename them or rename their Zoom with their English name, like for example, Mitchell Africa grade 9. So I know right away where I will put them. So for example, Denise Coronel grade 12, so that I know right away when they entered, and then I can put it to the correct rooms, and then they will meet their their invigilators there, and then like what I did right now, I co-hosted them so that you can control your rooms also, so you have a control of your room. And for teachers, I suggest to use laptop. You can click on the top right corner gallery view so that you can see all of your students. Now, if you're using phone, you can you can swipe your phone. You can swipe your phone going to the right. You will see all of your students there, so it's not a problem. So if you're using phone or iPad, you can just swipe. You will see all of your students. If you're using laptop, it will be better. Just click the gallery view. You will see all of your students on your screen. Okay, and then students will be transferred to the designated room, so the breakout room or the testing room, and students will meet their invigilator. Again, you can remind them of this before they take the exam. And then once settled, students can start their designated schedule. I just want to ask, after their exam, like for some, they will finish early. They can just leave, right? Or they will wait.
I think they can leave.
They can leave, okay? Just make sure that they were able to finish or submit it. Or you can see it on their screen, like you can tell them that if once you're finished, just share your let me see your screen that you've submitted it, and then they can leave already. Yes, they can message. So I will we'll do the simulation so that you can see, you can discuss with your you can discuss something with your invigilators also. I'll put the invigilators first. So for grade 10, it's teacher Alan. Grade 11, it's teacher Raymond. And for grade 12, it's teacher Denise. So I sent an invitation. You can just click. Now, once you, how are you going to leave? Okay, you can click leave and then return to main session. So you will be back here. Okay, so that's how you're going to leave so that you can go back here. And then if you want to go to the session room again, to the breakout session room, on the top left, you will see their join breakout room. You just click it there, and then you can go back to the breakout room. Okay, so I'll put the invigilators first. Okay, yeah, you can move to grade 10, 11, 12, and then I'll assign students randomly to grade 10, 11, and 12. Okay. And all right, so you will receive, yes, so you will receive an invitation, and then you can move to the breakout rooms.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
Sir,
Hello. I was.
teacher,
Hi.
teacher,
Yeah.
iihi po muna ako ah.
No.
Oh, you have 30.
Yeah.
seconds. But the camera must focus on the...
CR? Sa CR po, dadaling ko.
Katapos,
Okay. Kunya, for
Yan
that, if you have a problem, you can try to message here. Like say hello in the chat.
Chat.
chat, message.
If the student has a problem, can also message in the chat.
Yes.
Everyone.
Okay. Hello.
I
Hello,
have-
Pero parang they can chat with the other students as well.
Yeah, that's why you have to make sure that the phone is at the back. Okay.
But you can also see the messages, right?
Yes.
Like if even if they chat with other students, di ba
Okay.
nakikita natin?
O kung ano
Yes.
pinag-uusapan nila.
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
see the messages.
Teacher Teresa, can you try to message? Teacher Teresa, can you try to message Krista personally?
Okay. Oh, I can click her name
Hmm.
and message her privately.
Okay, and you message her.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Chat.
I will. Okay, I will set this. I will set this that. Oh no, but
Try ko sir, oh. Kay sir, ano.
but the problem is if I set this that oh, okay. So I'll
Me-
set this that only students can message to everyone. Yes, there is a setting that you cannot chat with, like you cannot chat privately. Okay. Good
Naano mo na
question,
sir,
yes.
kasi nag-chat ako kay Sir Alan. Na-receive mo sir?
Wala naman.
Wala? Hindi na. Privately wala. Okay.
Yes. Teacher Dap, can you try to message Teacher Teresa?
Teka po. Sir Teresa.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, I received.
Oh,
Okay,
meron
you
siya.
received.
Na-receive niya. Si Teacher Alan, hindi.
Okay. So what I will be doing is I will be setting this that messages will be sent only to everyone. There is a setting that only to
Cannot
everyone.
send privately.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll go to the other rooms.
Okay.
And then you can just press it first here. So that if you have any questions, I will go back. Okay.
And then wait first. Oh, how can I add?
Okay, so sorry, teacher. I can send to the IB team WeChat group.
Oh, okay.
Teacher, is blank, right?
Yeah, it's blank.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Teacher?
Teacher. Yes.
Did you
Teacher
speak-
Raymond. Teacher
Yes.
Raymond, there was a question in the other room, grade 10, because what if they can chat privately? I know that the phone is there, but what if? Like what if? So there is a setting for private, like that you cannot chat privately. So that I will just set it like that.
Disable.
Yeah, I will disable that. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions here? As an invigilator.
So far, no questions yet. So far, I'll just let you know if we're encountering technical difficulty.
Okay. I'll go to the grade 12.
Okay.
Ayo, Teacher Mitchel.
Hello, teacher. Okay.
How can we contact you? Like if there is a technical problem with a student, how can we reach
yeah.
you?
What I suggest is I will just be opening my IB team in WeChat. That's the only point that because I can broadcast to everyone, but the chats here will only be seen by
Break
By
room.
you-
Well, break
yeah.
room.
wait, can you try to message me? I will go to the
I
session
did.
room.
I
In the
did.
session. Okay, wait. Let me check.
I'm asking, am I in the breakout room? Did you receive?
Nope, not. because I only can see here. Anyway, because I was in the breakout rooms a while ago. I'll check when I go back to the main session room. But there was a question with the grade 10, Teacher Allen, because Teacher Allen's room, what if, okay, I know that the phone is at the back, so students cannot, chat while taking the exam, but what if there is a student who's chatting with someone, with someone in the room? I will just set it that you cannot, there is a disable for messaging privately. So if you message, it will be seen by everyone.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Can you disable that? Can you
Yes.
disable?
Yes. I will do that, and then that's the question. If I will go back to the main session room, and then can you message me there, Teacher Denise? I mean, can you message me?
Mitchel, baka nakakalimutan mo, we don't have grade 12 taking the examination, so I could attend to grade 11.
Okay.
With another teacher because there are a lot of students.
Sige po. So grade 10 and 11 only, right? Grade 10 and 11 for the test. Okay. Grade 9.
10 and 11? I thought it's one breakout room per class, no?
One breakout room, one breakout room per class. So you will be teacher Denise.
I'll be with and teacher
Eileen.
Yeah.
Grade 11, okay. Then grade 10 is Teacher Alan. Then grade 9 is Teacher Josh. Okay. Okay.
Raymond can also handle grade 9, right?
Grade 6. Grade 6 for Teacher Dap. Because Teacher Dap, So Teacher Raymond is grade 6. And then Teacher Bernie, grade 7. And then Teacher, who's that other teacher? Teacher Teresa and Teacher Jerome would be grade 8. Okay. Then, can you try to message me? I'll go back to the main session room and then...
I'll message now.
Okay. Okay, so here. Okay, so everyone's testing, the breakout room. So the exam will be done through the breakout rooms. That's our testing room. So all of the students will be transferred there and students will be having their exams there. So we're testing if they can send a message to me, they can broadcast a message to me, but unfortunately, we can't. But I can broadcast messages to everyone. And I can say all the best in your exams. And if there are problems, you can message me in IB team WeChat.
Eleven.
Yeah, Teacher Denise, I'm not receiving. I can only broadcast, but you received the message.
I
can
sent
only
message. You did not see it?
Yeah. It's not receiving.
So it's only in the breakout room. Yeah,
it's only in the breakout room. So and like you cannot also send message to the other rooms. Yeah. So our point of contact will be the WeChat. So in case there will be problems, it will be WeChat, and then I can transfer. Yeah, and then I can broadcast to everyone that we will be like the session will be ending soon, like that. Okay. This is okay already, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
I have to hook it to my TV.
Okay.
so that it will be better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
better
I'll
to
go to the
watch TV.
I'll go to the other rooms and then I'll.
Okay, so we can leave now the breakout room, but can we just use this one for our what do you call this meeting
Meeting. Yes.
later?
Yes.
Just go on. Okay, so can we leave the breakout room now?
Yeah. I will be closing it in 1 minute. I'll just check if they are done already.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. So, are we good here already?
May tanong daw.
Okay, there's a question. What's the question?
Saan yung mag-question?
Teacher Mitchel.
Yes.
Okay. Hindi, kasi pinag-usapan namin yung mute at saka yung unmute nga, di ba? Kasi, for example, maingay yung ano. For example, maingay lang. Katulad ng grade 8, maingay. Example, maingay lang yung background, like that. So, ako as a teacher, unmute ko sila.
You can mute
pero,
them, yes.
Oo. Pero hindi ko sila maririnig, pero maririnig nila ako.
Yep. Yes.
Oo. Tapos, for example, meron akong nakitang bata, katulad yan. Aba, Dap, anong ginagawa mo? Hindi, ano yan?
Okay.
Pwede ko siyang i-unmute. Siya lang, i-unmute ko. Yung iba,
they
pero
will
yung
hear
iba,
okay. They will
still hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So wala din.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just that si Teacher Dap, makakapag-feedback sa ko siya.
Yes.
Oo, pero yung iba, kung may feedbacks man sila, hindi ko maririnig.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so wag na lang. I-unmute na lang lahat.
Yeah, so just make sure that it's yeah. I'll be closing, if you don't have any questions, I will be closing this and then we can proceed with our meeting for the DP. Okay, I'll be closing this. I'll check grade 11 first, and then if everyone, because grade 12 is settled already, then grade 10 is settled. So if grade 11 is settled, then I'll close it.
Yeah, this is
okay.
This is the real one.
Hello. So is everything okay here?
Everything is open so far.
Okay. So I will be closing the breakout rooms, and then we can proceed with our meeting for the DP. Okay?
Yes, okay.
All right.
Hello.
Teacher,
Okay,
I'm Teacher Mitchel.
Yes.
Teacher Denise, I'm going po. Nandun na po kasi
Okay.
si Ryan. Thank you, Teacher Mitchel.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much. That's it. That's how we are going to simulate the exam on Tuesday. Right? So yeah, thank you so much, everyone.